So I made a video like 3 weeks ago, and then I never posted it. So here we go. So in that video, which I will post before I post this one, I mentioned that we had 3 babies from Quacky and Bucky together. And I was keeping one of them as a Drake. And I would let you guys know which one. So I'm going to post that video and then post this video like the next day because I have picked him. So those were our 3. Turn and look at me, guys. Guys, look at me. So the one in the middle with the brown head and the gray-brown feathers, that is who I'm keeping. The gray-brown, so that gray-brown coloring is lilac. That was the color that sweet Brunhilde was before she passed away. If you were here for that, there's Peaches, their adopted mother. Then there's the all-black one. So I've got 2 of the lilacs, one with the brown head and one with the white head, and then the black magpie pied. So I'm keeping the one with the brown head. The reason that I chose this was for multiple reasons. Number 1, so I actually really like the coloring of the whitehead one. He's a little bit lighter, and I kind of like that coloring better. However, Peaches is still protecting her babies. They're like the same size she is. So the reason that I went with the darker coloring one is that for the American Poultry Association, they put each breed of duck in separate for each coloration. And those colorations have breed standards that they have to go with. And one of the things that they have not put in for Muscovy colorations is pied, meaning white. So all of the Muscovy colorations that they have, which is all white, but then chocolate and black, you cannot have more than 10% white on the ducks. Unless they're all white, then they should be all white. So if you guys have seen, I have a lot of pied colored ducks, which is great. I love them. But that means that I can't actually show any of my Muscovies in the Muscovy units because they all have too much white. They have more than 10% white. So I picked the one with less white in hopes that I could get some of those genetics in there that is less pied. Now you'll see Peaches is not pied, but the buff coloring is not an accepted coloration for Muscovy, so I can't even show her. I can show them in open poultry competitions, so ones that aren't breed specific. But for the Muscovy specific breed, sorry, I'm walking around so I can go find Nora. She's off potting, but our grass is so tall, it's taller than her, and I can't see her half the time. But anyway, so for our Muscovies, oh, now you can see the front of of my boys. No, don't turn around. I'm trying to show people the front of you. Let me see your face. But yeah, and then Cayugas are in, so I could show them. And the Anconas are not, so they would have to be in an open breed class as well. They do not have any breed specifics in the American Poultry Association. I'll do a longer video on showing and whether or not it's important to me and things like that. But I just wanted to add in a duck that was closer to that 10% range and not a pied, specifically a magpie pied. So, and of course, the next question is, what is his name? His adult name, since I'm keeping him. And after much thought, he's over there eating now, but I don't know if you can see it over the net. After much thought and consideration, I decided to name him Bambi because his dad is Bucky, and a buck is a male deer. It's a very long and drawn out explanation, but a buck is a male deer, and honestly, Bucky reminds me of the King of the Forest, Bambi's dad from the movie Bambi. So, since this Drake, if anything happens to Bucky in the next 5 years, this Drake will be his successor and the heir to his fortune and crew of ducks. Here, I'll put it back down to 1. Oops. since he is the heir to Bucky's land, flock of ducks, it would make sense that he is named after Bambi, the son of the great prince of the forest, who was in fact a buck. So that's how I got around to that name. And then if you're curious, Friar, just another quick update, Friar has moved outside. I moved him out like a couple weeks ago. I started out slow. I just tossed him in here for a little bit. The other ducks took an interest in him. Very mild interest. And then I just kept sticking him out there, and then I just left him there. He eventually stopped trying to escape and come find me. Oh, good girl, Lenore. Hi. There you go. Sit. Are you so pretty? So Friar is doing really well. He is going to be living out here for the rest of his life. No one has really, oh, sorry, it got blurry there. No one has adopted him, but they all have accepted that he is one of the flock now. So Peaches isn't like as protective of him as she is with the others. She never like claimed him, but they all accept him and love him and hang out with him. So as you can see, Howard's right there. The other Renling is up there. So there we go. There's our update. And then I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys. Oh my gosh, I have so much to tell you guys. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do an update about this. And I'm like, but I haven't told you guys about this, this, or this. So anyway, hopefully I'll have more videos for you in the future, near future, because I have a lot of things to tell you about my horse, about our little mini agility course thing that I got going on. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. But that's where we are right now. So, bye.